Hello, hello to the 0 people that are in my chat. That's okay. We'll wait a few minutes before we start bitching. And I mean bitching. I'm gonna be bitching about everybody. I'm in a horrible mood. And this is the best place to bitch and rant. It's the best place. Everybody does it. I figured, I've had a shitty week. Bitch. I'm gonna bitch about everybody. First of all, can I just start by saying somebody really set me off on Twitter. All right, her name was, I gotta remember what it was. It is something Sun. Kia is the name, but at something Sun, which I can't really remember. Let's, this is the thing. When you comment on Twitter, you ask questions like, you just do. You ask questions. If somebody does a post, you'll ask questions about the post. Okay. Well, this one woman posted a picture of a very small, I don't even think you can call it an area rug because it was an area rug, I suppose would be a bit bigger. It's just a little rug. And she displayed it on top of her carpet. I just thought that was odd. I mean, who puts a little rug? Who puts a rug on carpet? So I said, is that like a thing? This bitchy girl told me to shut up. I'm like, bitch, me shut up? So now I'm being told what to do. I am trying my best, Tally. The worst part is if you smoke weed, you can't really bitch. I mean, the jig is up. But I haven't smoked yet, so that's a good thing. Probably to hide a salary. That's what somebody said. And that's fine if that's the reason. I mean, it's not like I was judging. I was just curious to say what would be the reason to put a rug down. Because it's not the norm, right? That's not the norm. It looks stupid, but I didn't say that. I mean, it totally looks ridiculous. And Tally, you know who I'm talking about. Because they're following you, and I'm not following this person. This person told me to shut up, said I was being rude. I said she was being rude. I wasn't rude at all. I didn't curse. I asked the question, and I said, basically, who are you to tell me what I can say and do on Twitter? I didn't insult anybody. I just asked why. And that really, it's the hormones, and the smallest shit is just pissing me off. Everything is annoying me. Everything is making me angry. A stop sign made me angry today. That's the dumbest thing I've ever had to experience in my life. Yes, Kia, Kia. Me and Magda went back and looked, noticed they were following the hamburger person. They were following you. They were following, some drama channel. I can't Cameo or something, Magda said. I don't know. And I thought, what the hell's wrong with this girl? Trying to say, mind my own business. That's what she said. Mind my own business. Mind my own business. Somebody that follows me and I follow made a post and I question it, but somehow I have to mind my own business. Do you know this character? And then she sent a GIF, that said, shut up. I'm like, all I said was, listen, who are you to tell me what to say and do? Basically, well, I didn't really say those words. I don't recall the words. But it was basically saying, since when do I take orders from somebody that tells me how to think and how to speak? Woody is the Kanye of YouTube. She pisses everyone. I know, we're just as crazy. Must be all that bipolar going around. It wasn't even a debate. She just rubbed me the wrong way. And I just thought, I can't imagine saying that to somebody. I literally cannot imagine saying that to somebody. In a comment section. Remember, it's a comment section of the Twitter. It's where you make comments. So why is this girl telling me I shouldn't comment. I really should go and read it because I was really, literally going to gnaw off my hands if I was to put any cursing. I wanted to because I was so angry. I was going to basically say "f off." Who the hell are you? That's really how I felt, but I didn't. I stopped myself from doing that, even though I felt it. Um, where is my iPad? I'm trying to find my iPad so I can see read what she said. Put it somewhere. I don't know. I know, Renee. I am in such a bad mood. I can't find it. I just had it. What the heck did I do? Oh my goodness. Oh, here it is. All right. Let me see if I can read it. I had no idea this was a person until Magda told me. Somebody had files that and she goes, "Hey, look who they're following." I just realized it might be somebody from the community, from the YouTube community. Okay, let me just. I wouldn't be surprised if she already blocked me. My tweets and replies. Here we go. All right. All right. So the girl posted, and the banana. I don't know if anyone knows banana. Posted. I got a little rug. What do you think? Well, I didn't say what I really thought, but as I'm looking at it, I think it looks ridiculous. I don't understand it. It looks like the carpet itself looks brand new, but it looks like it's a weird color, so it looks kind of like you can tell it's a rented place because nobody would ever pick that color carpet. And carpet is so disgusting. You got a dead body, right? Or a dog. I could get it if she had a dog or a cat. This is. I didn't say it didn't look good, but it doesn't. It does not look good. Oops. Okay, like the comments. Now, Kia told me to shut up, and I just wrote rude. Okay, it's Norsesun, Sally, and you seem to be following that person. All right, where are the rest of the comments? All right, where are they? I gotta find them so I know that I don't. Oh, you found it? How was I rude? I asked if it was a thing. There's nothing rude about that. What is rude about that? Which girl are you talking about? Get a clue. I tell you what, I don't tell people to shut up. I also don't curse at people normally. This one person thinks it's okay to tell me how to respond or what to respond. Come on. You gonna let somebody tell you? Come on. Oh God, guess who's also involved in this? That Kelly Huff. You know the one? Her, Kelly Huff, and Kit Kat were the ones that tortured me when my husband was still alive. She's such a bitch. She calls herself Jersey Girl. It's an insult. All right, so this girl goes, I can't see what mine says. Maybe it's good Paddington news when she's surfing. Oh, okay, but don't post it. Or people are going, looks great. Layering is the style. It's actually not the style. Layering is not the style. Carpet is so disgusting. I'm sorry if you people have carpet. I know a lot of people do. But it is not hygienic. It is totally gross. I mean, come on. You have pets, you have smelly feet, you sit on the floor. I mean, just, it's not hygienic. I can find what she's saying to me, but I can't find what I said to her. Um. Okay, so she goes, oops, damn it. I lost the page. Okay, let's start all over. Comments. Go back to the comments. Oh, here. This is what I wrote. A rug on a carpet makes 0 sense. 100% accurate. 100% accurate. Um, and the comment I got was to mind my own business. Not from the person that posted it, mind you, from this Kia. Who seems to think that I'm home 24/7 to see all the answers and comments. Because she says, my comment was answered. Well, how the hell I know? I work all day. I'm not sitting on Twitter looking at hundreds of messages. She was excited about that rug and you were out of line. How? How was I out of line? How was I out of line? Tell me how's out of line. You know what's out of line? Putting a stupid little carpet, a stupid little rug on a carpet. It's ugly. And then you're all pretending it looks good. Are you? Are you all pretending it looks good? You are, aren't you, bearded lady, drag Florida, whatever the hell that is? You can't decide if you're a man or a woman? Yeah? Is that what your problem is? Is that why you're so upset and so bitter and so angry? I didn't tell anybody to shut up, and I certainly didn't say it looks horrible. Although I wanted to. I wanted to. I think Jake is a jerk. I think Jake is a big fat loser, a total loser, sad and pathetic. And I don't believe he is who he says he is at all. Not even remotely. I wasn't out of line. I didn't tell anybody to shut up, and I certainly didn't tell anybody to mind their own business until she started telling me to mind my own business. Go back and tell your stupid friend. And come back when you've decided whether you are a bearded lady or a man in drag, okay? Because you obviously have some sort of identity issues. And by the way, my beautiful daughter, who actually has a full time job, a boyfriend, and her own place, is probably doing better than all of you. All of your weirdo friends who are on 24/7 on YouTube. It's just because, well, listen, you're pretty disgusting too, Carlos. Let's agree. I mean, all of us are. None of us are innocent. No, it doesn't. It absolutely does not. If it's a hardwood floor, it's totally understandable. You don't put, I don't care what you say. You do not put a rug on a carpet. I get it. People say, oh, there's stains. Well, you can get somebody to come in and clean the stain. Putting a rug on a carpet makes absolutely no sense. And it doesn't look good. First of all, why would you pick gray sheets? She's got gray sheets with a purple. No, I'm sorry. Sorry, Nana Banana. You have absolutely zero style. And neither do you, bearded lady. Nobody wants to see a beard on a lady. And if you're from Florida, adios. I'm on my way to Florida and I don't even want to go. Ugh. Oh my God, 3 guesses as to who that is. Come on, 3 guesses. And by the way, I know who you are. And I also noticed you went on my Twitter. I mean, sorry, I saw you notice. I noticed you went on my TikTok and looked because it notifies you. I know who you are. I'm not going to say your name. And you know who you are. Get over it. You're so jealous. Oh my God. You and your pretend life. Pretending you're happily married. But come on. You are the only person that has ever bothered me in the past few years. Anyway, this is a bitch fest because I'm in a bad mood. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the bearded lady, not to you. Well, my daughters are from the UK, and so is my dad. Well, East Coast. Oh God, are you a Southerner? You're a Southerner and a Trump supporter? Yeah, yeah. You know class. You wouldn't know class if it poked you in the eye. Yeah, you absolutely would, especially if you're dealing with people who are dying every day. Doesn't actually put you in a good mood. Dude, I know the bed has a remote. Yeah, my life is so bad. Have you seen my life? Do you look on TikTok? Do you look? Come on. You wish you had my life. Please. You're not out here begging for money like a lot of you are. I don't even know what that means. Zero for 4 old women. What does that mean? Well, if you're going to make fun of the East Coast people, they're a lot smarter. Hence the reason that most businesses are based New York, those areas. There you go. There you go. You come in here for a good bitch fest, you're going to get one. I'm just not in a high end house. Really? Let's see. I live in $1 million condo. Why don't you Google me and see? Google me. You'll see where I live. Don't give me this. I'm not in a classy area. Get the hell out of here. I live in Charlestown in Boston. You can't get anything for under $1 million there. Go away, you weirdo. Who cares? You know what's sad about you? The fact that you would even say that, which means you come in here all the time to poke me. What kind of pathetic life is that? You hate watcher? I don't even know what that means. Why are you coming here then? Honestly, because you're a hate watcher. Oh yeah, that's real classy. You're a hate watcher. Yeah. Well, guess what? Guess what? Receipts, or it's not true. I provide receipts. I provide receipts of everything. Absolutely everything. Absolutely everything. So you can say whatever you want with a fake name, just like Jake, just like that person we are talking about with the phony life. Unless you provide receipts, nobody believes it. Yeah, well, come to Boston and see how expensive everything's in Boston. I gotta clear out this thing. Hey, Steve, I was just talking about you. Not on this stream, but I was just telling somebody how much I liked you. I thought you were so cool. You're easy to talk to. You make sense. You're not a wing nut. I can have a conversation with you. Oh my God, it's Mohammed. Listen, listen, Boone. I'm having a bad day. And I think I'm pretty much entitled to have a bad day. All right? And if you don't want to hear me bitch, then go. But a lot of people like to hear me bitch because I very rarely do it. So you're just a faceless nobody. But Muhammad is gorgeous. Muhammad is delicious. Wait, hold on. Let me shut the door. Let me drop the link. Honestly, I'm not, all right, hold on. Figure out how to do this. Post comments. I'm in a bad mood, and I just want to be bitchy. I want to share my bitchiness. Right? I want to share my judge as he may. Yeah, who's entitled? Will you grease up for this? I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. Grease up for it. I didn't say I had a bad day. I said I'm in a bad mood. Not a bad day. I'm in a bad mood because I'm going through menopause. Perimenopause. And I'm all sorts of hormones. So it's making me a little on the crazy side. It's okay. I am entitled. Just like anyone else that is in a bad mood. It happens. It's unavoidable. Exactly, Muhammad. Right. I am entitled to be in a bad mood if I want to be in a bad mood. Right? Right? I work very hard and I play hard. So there you go. When I work hard, sometimes I get exhausted. I took the weed out, but I don't know what I did with it. Oh, what is this? Or did I? Here it is. And the dumbest things are pissing me off. The absolute dumbest things are pissing me off. I can't control it. Can't help it. But I'm not out of line. I'm just saying. Well, you know what? I don't know where you get that. I don't know how it can be weak. How do you figure? I see people die every day, all day, when they go to work. There's nothing weak about that. Is that the real Cindy? Yeah, that's the real Cindy. How you doing, Cindy?
Hey, doll. Hey, I had to tell you. Oh my gosh, I'm
What, honey?
sorry.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
So
So
here's the thing. Am I echoing?
am I echoing?
I
No,
have
no, honey, you're not.
I have to,
You're getting a little cut off.
okay.
okay.
So
So
you and I have
you
talked
and I have talked
about how we
about how we
had something in
had
common with
something in common with
Right. Our Joey's, yeah.
right.
right.
And it's something
And it's
that
something
you
that
I discussed that people never understand.
understand.
Right.
But
But
I don't know
I
why it's
don't know
never
why
hit
it's never
me
hit
before.
me before.
You know,
But
no,
But
it's never what, honey?
I don't know why it
I don't
never
know why
hit
it
me
never hit me
before. But
I can't hear.
but
No, I can't hear what you're saying, honey. You have to repeat it. You're getting cut off when you're saying it.
let me go out
let
and
me
I'll
go
come
out and
back
I'll
in.
come back in.
Oh, you sound clear now.
Oh, am I okay
Oh, am I
now?
okay now?
Yeah. Say it again.
All right. Okay. So
Okay.
I don't know
So
why I
I
never
don't know
talked
why I
about
never
this
talked about this
before,
before.
but
But
I know you work
I know you
in
work
nursing
in
homes. Why am I having
why am I
hearing?
having hearing?
It should be
Um.
better now. I didn't realize that I had
So
my I'm sorry.
oh, no, that's okay. I thought
I
it was
had
me.
my
I always mess it up. But I wanted to say I don't know why I never thought about this, and it just hit me. You work in a nursing home, and I guess
hospice.
it's a hospice.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a CNA in a nursing home, a full nursing home, but I was in the hospice unit.
Oh my goodness.
And so
Why were you
some of
in hospice?
I was a CNA there. I wasn't in hospice. I
Oh,
was a,
sorry.
a
Sorry.
medical assistant there.
Okay. Stressful, huh?
And I don't know why I never put it together before, because I was listening to you earlier talking about it and stuff. I'm thinking, you understand then the stories that I experienced and felt and I carry with me forever. You do the same thing.
Yeah, and I have the greatest compassion for the families that have to go through that with their
Oh,
loved ones
gosh.
dying.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
see, what made me become a CNA was I took care of my dad for 7 years till he passed away. And he passed away at home. We had always promised both my parents we would do that for them.
Mm.
After he passed, I had all this time on my hands. I didn't know what to do. And my sister, who's a nurse practitioner, said, you'd be great as a CNA, because I don't
That's hard work.
like blood and all that. So I didn't want to do an LPN or an RN. So I
Right.
thought I could do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you what, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. And I worked the third shift, the graveyard. And
Oh
you
my
know
God.
this from where you work.
I used to be a CNA. Someone said CNN as well, but I thought it was awful. It's such hard work.
It is. And you know that for whatever reason, we had more deaths percentage wise on the third shift than any other shift.
Oh, I used to work third shift.
And I
That's when I
think
started
it's,
taking Ambien, and everybody was making fun of me because I would take the Ambien and go on
oh my
live.
God, you're crazy. You're cray cray.
Well, when you start third shift, the doctors automatically give you sleeping pills because you can't sleep when you get home from work.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That is true. But I
Mm.
think that they pass away on the third shift because they know their families aren't going to come.
Yeah, that's
Don't
definitely a
you?
running theme. You know?
So you think so too?
Oh my God, yeah, they'll wait for you to leave before they pass. If you're sitting
Yes.
there with them, I don't know. It's so
Yeah.
strange.
Yeah. It'll
But you
go
are
1 2
right.
days. It'll either go that, or if they're waiting for their son, let's say, to come in from Alabama to New Mexico, they'll wait.
They'll wait. I know.
So it's
I
1 of 2
know.
months. Isn't it bizarre?
Yeah. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Hipster Heaven. Hi, Shanna. Hi, Mary. You come back.
Hi, everybody. I can't see
Hipster
chat.
Heaven.
I
Kim Fisher. Good to
apologize.
see you.
I
Worf's
apologize.
my favorite.
See chat, but hello, everybody. So I just had to come up because I thought, I don't know why it never hit me before. I'm a little slow, but I'm like, if she drops the link, I got to go up and tell her.
I'm
I,
glad you're
I
here because
yeah.
I'm glad you're here because I did a stream and I mentioned you and I was really disappointed in Jill
You
when
did a
she when
stream
she
when?
well she exposed you for $10. The same thing Susan Peach did.
Yeah.
Susan George. I'm like, are you people? They're all so petty. I get it. I get it that some people are on $700-800 a month disability. I get it, and they don't have a few dollars to spare. I totally understand that. But why did she have to expose you for it?
I think she's trying to tell the story without telling the story.
I don't think she
And
needed to do that.
it's convoluted. And so that's when I went up and I said, look, here's what happened. Okay. I needed $10 and I only needed it for 3 days. That's it. Steve Billings, as a matter of fact, was in there. And I only needed it for 3 days. And sure enough, the first thing when I got paid yesterday, one of the first things I paid was Jill back. And she's like, you didn't have to. I'm like, but no, I did.
Of course,
Because
yes.
if I ever need to come to you for $15, you'll say, you know what?
Hey,
She was
Boston.
good for it. I mean,
Boston Bridget. You know Boston Bridget, right?
I adore Boston Bridget.
Yeah. We were like, arch enemies. And like, she's, I'm obsessed with her. I want to wear her skin. First of all, she's absolutely stunning. And she's so
Yeah,
funny. I want to hang out with you, Boston. I should come and pick you up. You should come over to my place and spend the night
I
and
always,
drink wine and talk.
always tell her how
We could do
beautiful
TikToks,
she
Boston.
is.
What?
Plus, when she had her makeup channel,
Yes.
she did some beautiful looks. And I told her, and it's the
So
truth,
pretty.
I would share it with my niece,
Yeah.
who always was able to reproduce the look. Now, I can't because of my
Right?
fake fans,
Oh,
but my
did you see
niece
her TikTok?
loved
She's got
it.
a lot of looks. She's got a
Yeah, she
lot of
does.
looks. And it's
So,
amazing how she can transform herself like that. She's like
yeah,
not a chameleon. What's the other one? Is it a chameleon, the one that changes the colors? She's
chameleon,
yes.
but I mean, she does
No, I live in
incredibly.
Boston, Mary. She can come in my van, but I can't smoke in the condo. But the house will be done after Christmas. The house out
Oh,
here in Ossipee, and
really?
that's gonna have a smoking room. Building
It's
a
going to be
smoking room.
done after Christmas?
It's just taking forever because we can't get the work. We can't get the workers. We can't get the
Right.
people.
Well, I remember you saying that. I'm like, so that's why I'm surprised. I thought for sure it'd be after the first, way first, after the first of the year.
I'll pick you up in the Jeep. I'm gonna bring the weed van to come and get you. I have more than one car. The weed van is for travel, so I can go in the van and smoke.
Oh my gosh, you're too
Isn't that
fun.
awful that it's come to that? It's pretty cool in one way, but it's sad that it has to come to that. That I can't
Yeah.
get some medication so that I can just not be in pain when I get off work.
Yep. Oh, trust and believe. I do know, and I don't work. And then
Do
what
it for
else
the
was?
content, yeah.
Oh, I was going to tell you that. I think Jill was just trying to say something without saying something, and it was coming out all kerfluffled. So that's why I went in. I think I ratted myself out. So
Yes,
that's
you
how
did. You
it is.
came on and said I was the one. But you know
Yeah,
what?
but
Her story was about Holly, wasn't it? She didn't need to lump you into it.
I think her story was a little of both. But for me, here's the thing. Like, it takes me an act of Congress to ask somebody for help. I just don't. Um,
Yeah, I don't
and,
blame you. I'm the same way.
and mostly I asked Holly and Jill simultaneously.
I am so angry at Holly.
You know, this one person says that, he's always willing to help if anybody needs help. Do you
Right.
know if I do you how what do you think about me going to ask him? And so Jill said, I'm going to call you because I want to know what's going on. In the meantime, Holly said, I don't know why you're putting me in the middle of this. I'm not. I'm asking her as my friend her thoughts. Like, I don't want to make
Mm-hmm.
an ass of myself with this other person. You're supposed to be my friend. I'm coming to you for
Right.
your thoughts. Then she
Right.
called me gross and disgusting. Now, Linda, I'm a lot of things, and a lot of them aren't good, but I'm not gross nor disgusting.
Right.
And she said, I already helped you when you need your taxes paid. Well, no, yes, you did. You had a fundraiser for me, and I will forever sing your praises for that. It was 2.5 years ago.
Oh my
And she said,
God.
she goes, I never brought up. Well, I sent her screenshots of here's where you brought it up. Here's where you brought it up. No, you continue to bring it up. Now, if I do something for anybody, you will never hear about it ever from me again. I don't play that way. And I was really I was hurt. I was crying because I have stuck up for Holly. I have stood with Holly. I slipped and made a mistake one
Yes.
time, but I took responsibility for that, both personally and on the YouTubes. And everything is fine. Like, what? I'm not asking you for help, Holly. And then to come to
But why
find
does
out,
Holly act like that? Why does Holly do that?
you tell me. You tell
I don't
me.
know. She turns on people for no reason. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know.
Especially when these people will have her back all the
But
time.
why would she
I
do
have
that to you? You've
had
had
back
two
at
brain surgeries. You have Parkinson's. You're on
I haven't
medication.
I've had 9 brain surgeries.
Oh my God. Oh my God. And that I didn't know because you showed me the pictures of the two. And oh my God.
No, I've
Her
had a
head.
total of 9.
Yeah. Her head stitched from one end to the next. She looked, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
very
showed
scary
you.
looking.
Um
Yeah.
so I mean, I have stood up for her. I have been called everything but a white female for standing up for her. Yet I
Yeah. You were
still
good
did
to her.
it.
Yeah.
And you call me disgusting and gross?
Yeah.
And
Why did
what's
she say
wrong
that?
with
Why did she
me?
call you disgusting?
All she said is, you're disgusting and gross. How dare you? How dare I? What?
How dare you?
I'm not asking you for a damn cent. By the way, Holly, who just got $325 from Norm, you need to shut the hell up. Number
Are
one.
you
Number
kidding me? She's still taking money from that
cross
man.
cross my bra, hope to
Yeah.
grow.
Go. Mary Sunshine, go over there and talk to her. Okay? You
And
come in
then
here and make it sound like I'm this big enemy. That's terrible. The guy is so severely mentally ill. I shouldn't be taking money from him.
and
It's
then she
ridiculous.
said, oh, and then she said that from that fundraiser I got $5,000. No, I did not. I did not. I got
What?
$2,000. $2,000. That's a big difference when I'm trying to pay house taxes to save my house. $3,000 is a big difference. And number 2, I wrote each and every person who gave me $1 a thank
Yeah.
you. I didn't take it for granted. I was
Yeah, but you're
so,
not a scammer.
oh,
You're not a scammer. You've had
I'm
some
not.
serious operations. No, I know. I've seen the pictures, and I mean, come on.
I
That's
have had in 12 years, I have had a total of 16 surgeries and or procedures.
wow.
You
And
don't
you're
think
still
that,
alive, thank God.
well,
Sorry, I'm
yeah,
just
and
trying to get a table out. It's
three
stuck.
three heart attacks in 12 hours, 2 of them within an hour. I'm still here.
Wow. All right. So I had to open the table up
Anyway, I'm
because
just
I'm
one.
living in my van. That's where I live now.
Well, I know how you are. I know how you are. So my thing is that I have stood by you when I have been at my worst, and you've known when I've been at my worst. I still stood by her. And
Yes, you
for
have.
her to call me those
Yes.
gross and disgusting, like I said, I'm a lot of negative things that I'm ashamed of, but gross and disgusting aren't 2 of them.
I was so surprised. I couldn't understand why she said that.
I was heartbroken. And what broke my heart even worse is she was sending Jill all of my DMs to her.
Okay, well, I have been guilty of doing that only because I'm having a conversation with 3 people. It was Susan Peach, it was Holly, and I said, "Holly, I am DMing Susan Peach as we speak. I'm sharing the conversation." So I
I
don't.
didn't
Is
know
that
that.
bad to do?
No, see, I didn't know that. She did it and then put her narrative after she sent it of what is wrong with Cindy Lopez. She is just gross. What she is asking me for at the end of the month, she knows I don't have any money. And Jill's like, where's she asking you for money?
$10 freaking dollars that you helped her out in the past.
Oh, yes, ma'am. And anybody who is on G's heard my son speak on it, that he has sent Holly money when she is needed, asked for it, not directly from me, but in general,
Yeah.
or whatever. If we have it, we'll send it. And I have never, this, other than when David brought it up, and right now, has anybody ever known it? But if you're going to go around and calling me these names and sending my DMs to people to try and drag me through the mud when I did nothing wrong, okay, I would write you and say, Linda, I am thinking about asking Bridget for $10. Now, you know her better than I do. I know she has said that if anybody needs money, please let me know. I don't want her to think, one, I'm taking advantage of that, or two, that it would be rude on my part. What do you think? That is
I think
all
the whole thing is ridiculous because it's $10.
Thank you.
What the hell is $10 buys practically nothing anymore? Well, a pack of cigarettes, because
that's what I bought. That's what I bought.
Yeah, the cigarettes go up in
and
price.
People go, oh, that's disgusting. You bought cigarettes?
Look, yeah. The woman
just
said she did 16 surgeries. Let her have a cigarette.
You know what, people?
Fuck.
Give me a break.
I know. My daughter says the same thing.
This is my only vice. I don't drink.
Right.
I don't take drugs. I don't do any of that. Give me a break, okay?
Yeah. My daughter says the same thing. She used to work in mental health. And she used to say the schizophrenics, they smoke. And I always say, oh, wow, why don't you try to get them to quit smoking? And they said the same thing you. They've been through so much. Let them have one thing that makes them happy. You know, so they have a smoking room in this place. Because, most smoking places are closed. Anything to do with cigarettes, they don't allow it anymore.
No. Also, really fast. So I wanted to send you my story about my natural parents.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to send you the picture of my sister to see if you think she looks like me, because everybody in my family thought it was a picture of me. But, Miss Woody Widow.
That's awesome. You have a twin sister?
She could be. She was born in April. I was born in September.
Okay, an Irish twin sister, but definitely not a twin sister.
Right. Yeah, she's born in April, and my natural father had an affair, and I was born in September.
And what is your ethnic background?
Hispanic.
Like what kind? Like what kind of Spanish are you?
Mexican.
You're 100% Mexican?
Yeah.
Really?
Okay, so two real fast things.
I know you were Mexican.
Other people want to talk, but two real fast things. When Joey announced to his family that we were getting married, they said that they didn't agree with it for 3 reasons. One of them you'll agree with. Okay, number one, I'm white, because my maiden name is Shaw. That's who adopted me, a white family. Number two,
oh my God.
Number two, I wasn't Catholic.
What are Mexicans? What are the Mexican religion?
And number 3, I was a Republican. Now, you want to know what I did when I found out 2 years ago that no, my natural parents were Mexicans?
You didn't know that?
No.
You mean you
No,
just
they
found
don't
out
tell
now you're Mexican?
No,
You
no, no, didn't
Oh,
know it. So when I found out, and too bad Joey was already gone, but I made a copy of that to
Joey didn't
every.
know? Joey didn't know that you were Mexican?
No, because I decided to find out after he had passed. I thought, you know what? I kind of want to know a little bit more about myself.
What was Joey, if your last name's Lopez?
Now, Joey is Spanish.
Like
Hispanic.
Spain, Spanish, Latino?
Spain, Spanish, Latino.
Oh,
I'm
okay, awesome.
I'm Mexican, straight across the border.
That
Uh,
is absolutely awesome.
because they told me that one of the things that they did not like me for was because I was white. I made a photocopy.
She looks like a white lady.
All of them, a copy of that and of my natural father's last name. And I said, there you go. I am a Mexican. I am Hispanic. So come for me again.
Well, you better start learning how to speak Spanish.
No hablo español. No, no, no. But, okay, one more thing. Do me a huge favor if you can.
Yeah.
I want to send you these pictures and I want to show you who my natural father looks like and my siblings and stuff. But you
Okay.
got to unblock me on Twitter.
Blocked? What did I block you?
On Twitter.
I did? I blocked you on Twitter? Why?
Cross my brow, hope to grow. When that whole thing went down with Holly and you were upset, and rightfully so, because I'd gone on G's and called her out when I should have gone to her directly.
Jesus Christ, who even remembers that?
I'm just telling you.
I can't believe it. Look at how immature and petty I was back then.
No, you were right.
Yes.
And I made my apologies. But would
That
you
is so high
consider
school.
unblocking me? Because I really do want to send you these
Oh my
pictures.
God, absolutely. I mean, I don't even recall doing it, but then how long ago was that?
God, 2 years ago? Year and a
Oh
half
yeah,
ago?
the beginning of the pandemic when I was an absolute
Yeah.
mess and eating Ambien and drinking wine. Yeah, I was a mess.
Well, plus,
I'm
I
better
was a
now.
mess because, I mean, my doctors were, they had taken out all of my brain hardware for my tremors, and I couldn't get it replaced because of the pandemic. And now my tremors are so bad that I literally have to eat with a plastic fork. If I use any other plastic utensil, you jab at your face,
Oh
I
yeah,
would poke
yeah.
myself. So
You'll
I
poke
have to
yourself,
use a
yeah.
plastic spoon. And
You take an eye
embarrassingly,
out.
yeah, I have to use a sippy cup.
Yeah, you told me that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
So, I mean, this.
So you're not going to be in the dance marathon next month? The
Okay, I
jitterbug?
was. I was going to be in it. I was going to do I was going to do the jitterbug on myself, but
We're gonna bling out. We're gonna bling out that sippy cup.
you know it. Oh, and one last thing. I keep saying one last thing.
Oh my God, Boston Bridget, I was fucked up.
Melton John. You, if this gets back to him, I hope so. From anybody, you big sissy pants.
Yeah.
Okay, I told him to come to Albuquerque. And I even offered to buy him a meal.
You should never do that. He has schizophrenic and he has violent tendencies.
Well, we already went through this. Yeah, that's right. I told you.
Oh, did we? I don't remember. See, there you go.
Hazel was here. Jessica Jennifer is here. There's 5 or 6 of us here. And we all wanted to meet up with the Melton John. You know what he did? He went through our town at like 2 in the morning and he's like, does this look familiar to anybody? I'm like, you're flying through Albuquerque, you big wuss. You knew I was waiting for you.
I'm so glad you didn't do that. You have no idea. He had a violent outburst when Abby showed up and the cops were called. He has schizophrenia. He doesn't have
Oh,
control over these things.
I wouldn't
People
trust.
people poke and they bully schizophrenia, and schizophrenics will go out and kill you.
I wouldn't have been by myself. Trust and believe.
Oh, I wouldn't, we don't know what this guy's capable of. We just don't know. And I am absolutely terrified of people with schizophrenia. I
He
really am, because I've worked for about 15 years, I've seen some very, very violent altercations, extremely graphic and violent. And they scare me because it's not their fault. They have this mental illness and they cannot control themselves. And that's Lady Milton for you.
yeah. Well, you're nice. You call him Lady Melton, her Lady Melton, him, her.
Well, yeah, because
Um,
what are we supposed to do? We have to go along with that. I know it's not our generation, but we have to respect that somebody wants to be called something. I think it's ridiculous. I saw a guy with a beard and a mustache, hoop earrings, a pink skirt, and he was wearing juicy on the
you're
shirt.
lying.
I'm
Tell
like,
me you're
I don't know what to
lying.
make of that
Tell
situation.
me you're lying.
No, he works
Juicy?
in the
Really?
Walmart in Portsmouth. He
Juicy?
works in the Walmart. He works in the Walmart, or she. Now you see, I don't know how to address that, because do you,
Because
you
what
know,
is,
I don't
well,
know how to
like,
address it.
what is Rosie's friend's name? Tara. Like, Tara says, I'm a cross dresser. I am not a trans. So,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I don't know what to say. So I'm just try and not say anything.
and you know what? I have too much of a big mouth. I do. I will go up to somebody and say, "How would you like me to address you?" Or I'm sorry. Can I ask your gender so I can say sir, ma'am, whatever? Because when you address somebody, you have to personally address them, don't you think?
Yeah.
How are you going to do
Yes.
that if you don't know what their gender is? So they can't be all that offended. And if they are, it's tough shit. I need to know what your
You
gender is so that when I speak to you, I can address you properly.
you want to hear what David laughed at me the other day? Because
Why?
I didn't. Okay, so the cashier at Walgreens, obviously male, but
Oh,
did
we don't
make up
know.
did make up on Bridget's level and
Really?
was just fabulous. So I didn't know what to do, and David knew I was getting nervous. He goes, "Just don't say anything, just go." And so I went up and I went, "Hey, you, how are you?" And David started laughing at me so hard. That was really good, Mom. Hey, you.
Hey, you. I just go, honey, because, honey can be a guy or a girl.
True.
But yeah, well,
I
this is a
get
different
nervous.
age. This is a
I get
different age.
nervous.
I'm going
Well,
along with whatever they want, because I want to be the cool granny.
I'm a lot older than you, though.
Well, I'm thinking about grandchildren. So when I have grandkids, any day now, I'm just saying. Um, yeah, I want to be hip to whatever's the generation has to offer. The millennials and the Gen Zs.
See, and I walk the line of, do I want to be that hip, cool, happening kind of grandma? Or do
Yeah.
I want to be the grandma that they come in and I've got my Aunt B apron on and they see me making cookies while I have a meatloaf in the oven?
Well,
Like, I
you
don't
would.
know which one I want to be.
You can have it all, honey. You can have it all.
Oh, you're so precious.
Be it all. I just don't want to be like, my mom,
Right.
who doesn't have a clue what's going on in the world. I want to be in the know. And even though I don't like it, it's a different generation. Of course I'm not going to like it.
It's
Our
not that
generation doesn't like change.
I don't like it. I think that it's because of the person that it's attached to that I don't like.
Well, there is a lot of confusion with genders, and it's just,
You know,
there's a lot of confusion, and I just want to know. I just, I just want to know how to approach people and how to deal with that situation without coming across as transphobic or any of those things, you know?
Right. I'm always those things. But
Yeah.
anyway, I'm done like hammering your ear off. I enjoyed talking to you, but I had to tell you, I didn't know, I knew I hadn't never told you. We had that other thing in common that's so special and so unique working in hospice. It's something that
Oh, yeah.
you will carry with you, some of those memories and those families with you forever.
Yeah, I do get a lot of Christmas cards, I will say.
Oh, unblock me.
Okay. As soon as I get off
Okay.
here, I will. All
Okay.
right. Love you,
Bye,
Cindy.
guys. Love ya.
Love
Bye.
you. Good for her. She's been through a lot. All right. So Anal Wart says, I only count trans if they're on hormones and have surgery. Well, true, but at the end of the day, people are all about titles now, you know, and all these gender identity things. Like, I don't even know what half of them are called. And I guess you want to seem sympathetic or compassionate, whether you are or not. I'm probably less because I don't understand it at the moment, but I'd rather just respect their, you know, what's going on. It's so much easier. It makes everybody happy. Why be the source of, aggravation for somebody else unless you want to be? You know, just having a little bit of weed. It's a good question, Renee. I thought it was somebody, but I could be wrong. Sorry, I can't text you because I'm on the live stream. I haven't I honestly haven't mastered that. Is it possible to use your text facilities while you're on your phone on a stream? I don't know how to leave the screen without losing the stream. You know, let's see why didn't guys really fitting over. I'm petty like that right now. I'm telling you, it's the hormones. I'm just guessing because I feel very differently since I started taking them. Um, I feel easily agitated. It's a perimenopause sort of thing, right? I don't have any hot flashes. But I did have them years ago when I first started streaming, when I was on all those drugs and alcohol. Oh my God. I can always tell when I'm on Ambien in the stream. I can always tell. Get that dazed look in my eye. I haven't had Ambien since then. It actually scares me now. So when I go see my neurologist, I said, I can't even believe that I didn't overdose or. It was awful. Maybe they need adjusted. What? Yeah. What do you need adjusted? My attitude? I did not have I didn't have a facelift. I showed pictures. I even I sent a picture to several people on YouTube, including Boris, to show how bad my skin was. He could show it. He has the picture of it. Oh my God, I was so fucked up. Let me just say, I was so messed up. I have absolutely no idea who that was. I look back and I don't recognize that person at all. That wasn't the happy go lucky person I am now. Yes, I really am. I was some disturbing, twisted shit. Yeah. I guess you don't realize um, how hard and how low you can go, how hard, when you lose another husband. It's, twice, and anybody taking care of somebody who's sickly, it's hard to see a person suffer that you love, and the loss is major. Like, you can't get over it. It's like, it's so surreal. I still look for him. I thought I saw him today. I mean, it's crazy. I don't know how long that's going to be like that, but there you go. Oh, I called her a tumor girl, but I will have to say I was on Ambien. I do remember, because I was so upset leaving Uni's stream when I was blocked. This is how petty and ridiculous at high school this is. I was kind of upset that those two idiots blocked, not two idiots, sorry, my bad. Boston Kitty Cat and Lucy. Sorry, Lucy, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean you. They blocked me. I didn't even know who they were, and I was like, why is that okay? Chat blocked. I was like, Uni, why is that okay? Because Uni and I were kind of close, like friends from high school. And I was really irked. And I remember I was drinking a beer and I took an Ambien and I was like, fuck. Called her a tumor girl. The thing is, I would have never done that sober. I would have never, that's the disappointing part, that you have to go through that. And I know a lot of people that go through that. They'll either hit the bottle or hit drugs, and I hit all of them. Yeah. Uni. That whole Uni story is messed up. So disappointed in her. Just can't believe she was doing that. Exact same thing she accused Vaughn of. Never saw that coming. Never thought that was happening. She would have been the last person I would suspect. The absolute last person. Yeah, I did some shitty things over the course of a few years on here. I literally was, what's the word, raging because of my personal circumstances, because of loss. And I just raged and I didn't give a F who I hurt. And of course, there was remorse after. It's not like, you know, I was going, ha 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 ha, I said horrible thing. I wasn't. But you get my point. Just saying. There's a lot of things I regret. But I guess you have to go through those things. And now I know what I'm like at my lowest point. And I don't want to ever go back there. I don't want to be that person. I want to make people happy. I don't want to make them, after Mary died and all that, a lot of stuff really hit me hard. Except for today. I get a pass for today because I'm very hormonal. I don't mean to be mean. I just feel like I'm annoyed by shit. Like somebody said earlier, basic life. I never go back. Yeah, I'm not going back there. I don't feel like that anymore. I feel like, something was lifted off my shoulders. Grief went. I'm done with it. I'm sick of grieving. I've moved on. I'm getting back to that person I was before. But the sad part is, it's not like you can go back and erase or delete it, like rewind, delete. You still have that in the back of your head that you were capable of that, this, that, and the other. That bothered me a lot. That I could be capable of some of the things I said. Not so much things I did, because the things I did, I know why I did them, and I don't feel sorry for any of that, like the Berg situation. But the things that I said were so low. I mean, they were pretty bad. Well, taught me a lesson, that's for sure. So let's go back to that. I was just reading something, Boston, and you said your dad is not your natural dad. Wait a minute. Scratch the record there. A loss he went through with a lifetime. Yeah. Yeah. Sucks, doesn't it? And it's the thing is, I guess if I had gone to the grief counseling, I would have learned that the easy way. You get my point? Um, and not this asshole, not this idiot sitting here. No, she went right for destruction. I chose violence. Not physical, but I just, you know what I mean? Like that expression. I chose violence. I just lashed out at everybody. And it's so weird because I remember at the time I was on the phone with Mom and Beth, and I said, I don't know what's wrong with me, Mom and Beth. But again, it could have been hormonal if you also think about it, besides the loss, but also perimenopause can last 3 years. I blame everything on the uterus. I do. I've been plagued with all sorts of hormone issues. I know. I know. We would have known what to expect. What, they say the 4 stages of grief, blah blah blah. And I really didn't compute the anger part. I was like, who gets angry when somebody dies? But then I get it. Now I get it. It's the anger. You go through the stages. Wait, I don't want to get the grief stages confused with AA. But I think it's denial, uh, anger. I don't remember. Growth. Woohoo. Oh my God, Dick Hammers, that name. Dick Hammer. Do you know, I've always loved the name Richard. And I've always loved the name Dick. My neighbor was called Dick and he was so gorgeous. And I always told him I loved that name. I mean, it represents everything I love about a man. Your mom married him when you were 4. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. And what happened to your dad? Do you know who your real dad is? Oh God, that was a terrible question. Starting to sound like Wendy Williams. Just so you know, Wendy Williams went to school. Her brother went to school with me, and Wendy Williams went to school with my brother. And her brother was in my class. You never met him, and you don't know who he is. Are you gonna do this thing with like Cindy did, the DNA test, and then find out how many family members you have, and they put it in a database so your family can find you? Or don't you know that? But then your DNA will be in the FBI database too. So stay out of trouble, girl. You have 6 brothers you never met as well. He lives in the next town my whole life. He was old. I'm sure he's. Oh, really? Ah, damn. You should reconnect with the brothers. That'd be pretty cool. No, that was your son's wedding? I thought that was your sister's wedding. Wait a minute. What are we talking about? Didn't you recently go to a wedding and did all that on TikTok? Oh, you're saying your son is getting married. Wow, I can't even believe you're that old. Oh, you had him really young, right? I know. That's right. Might find out you're related to me. I'm a murderer. Yeah, it was your sister. Okay, your son got engaged. Oh my God, you have to handle a wedding now. That's so stressful. But isn't he how old is he? It's kind of young now. I can't even believe you're the mother of he's, um, is he 20? I mean, you're really young, so no disrespect. He's waiting for you. He's 24. See, I knew he was young. Yeah. Oh my God, Kinky Kim is in the room. Kinky Kim. Boy, she changed that name real fast, didn't she? Wow, that is a interesting story, Bridget. What did your mother die of? I always wanted to know that. It is sad. I didn't. My mother and I didn't really get along, so I didn't have any mom at my wedding or anything like that. But she would love the babies, the grandbabies, wouldn't she? She would love the dogs, wouldn't she? If she was here, huh? Because when I watch your videos and I see, the fun, you're so much fun with the animals, and I see the girls are always having fun, running around, and you got your little baby talk on. Oh wow, liver failure. Oh, yeah, she would absolutely love it. You know. I'm just guessing because mothers would love it. I know I would, and I'm mom, so I can't wait for the grandkids. Goodbye, ancestors. I know those kids are smart. They really are. But also good looking. See, my kids were not really good looking when they were little, like babies. My older daughter looked like a frog. She knows I always call her that. She did because they were really too small. Both my kids were 5 pounds. They were little babies. They were scrawny. They weren't like Gerber babies, like Renee's. Her grandson is like a little Gerber baby. Yeah. She had your son around. Yeah. It's nice, huh? The thing is, I don't know if anyone saw that episode of Seinfeld where they look at the ugly babies. Somebody has to have the ugly babies. It's unfortunate, and they do exist. I've seen quite a few. I know, right? Yeah, I know. You see, the things I told my husband to go to the doctor when we were in Disney World. 1 year later, he's in the hospital, and it was too late. I knew he was already terminal, but you just think, if you could go back and push harder, or in retrospect, maybe your mom sensed something was wrong or something. I don't know. Mm. Those girls are going to be trouble later. They are cute girls. Holy cow, the skirts are going to be raised. How are you going to protect them? I know, it is life. Yeah, we just got to be happy for what we have. There you go. I'll have to be happy. And I might possibly never have grandkids, so I've decided to adopt Renee's. She said she would share them. My older daughter's just like, this is not a good time to have children, and my younger daughter's too young. That's not my sister. Come on, Auntie. No, 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 Auntie. I see how protective you are of those girls. Come on. You be down on the corner beating up the boyfriends. I don't think you'd ever let any boy hurt those girls. You know? They're your flesh and blood, really. They're your nieces, but it's still the same bloodline. They depend on everybody. They depend on the family. And you also have a brother, is that correct? Just way too much information. I didn't realize we're live. We mustn't. Oh my God. I smoked the weed and I got in a good mood. What's the point of this stream at all at this point? And did cameras, yes. You can talk about her sippy cup. She has, as you heard before, 9 brain surgeries. I thought it was 2. She's had 9 surgeries on her brain, and she sent me all the pictures, and she has Parkinson's. So yeah, that's why she says it. You bless. Yeah. There you go. And you play the lottery every Sunday? I know, right? You have to come over. When I come back from Florida, you gotta come over. We could stay up and do TikToks. Doris's crazy ass TikToks. We'll have a laugh. I promise I won't kill you. I like my creature comforts. I don't want to go to jail. Or according to Mary Sunshine, I live in my van. I live in my van. It says on my car, on the back of my car, it says, living in a van by the river. Yeah, it's 8:30 and I'm exhausted. I have to get up early. I get to work all weekend because I took today off. So there you go. But the vacation starts as soon as somebody fixes my damn car. Then I have 2 months off work. Yay! Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, gonna have so much fun. All right. I better call it a night, guys. Thanks for coming. It's always nice seeing everybody and definitely talking to Bridge. I never thought I'd see the day. It's completely out of my scope. Oh, excuse me. Good night.